of these teams about to reach the halfway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
This will make it into the end zone. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. First carry for Josh Jacobs. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Now Haskins to throw it. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Out of the shotgun, Haskins. He's got Evans. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
And the key number on that play, 3. 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down, spectacular catch, turns into a 1st down.
1st down saves him from a 3 and out. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run. And let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down. Otherwise, it's going to be a long afternoon.
And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the 1st half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 9-yard line. 14.
1st down, Seahawks.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
His pass caught at the 4. And the Seahawks are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll run it with Jacobs, and he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Josh Jacobs, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks take the ball down the field and score on the opening drive. And this will give the Seahawks a 7-0 lead.
Score Seahawks 7, Washington 0. Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
On first down, Gibson. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Cody Barton.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 29-yard line.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Wilson. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 15 yards the pickup. First down, Washington.
48-yard line.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin.
Wilson's pass.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 43-yard line.
From the gun, it's Wilson, escaping the pressure. And looking for McLaurin, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw it right into it for an interception.
A run on first down with Jacobs as he'll get this forward for about 4. 2nd and 6 coming up.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
For Seahawks 7, Washington nothing.
They'll come out in a 4-receiver look. 3 men to the right side on 2nd and 6. Here's Haskins out of the gun. That is caught inside the 5. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
First and goal.
First target, first catch, and a first down. Here's Jacobs. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
Stop short of
and a nice job defensively to keep him out of the end zone. He's trying to get his 2nd touchdown already in the first half.
They had that one earlier, was bidding for a 2nd. One more time with Jacobs. And this is not going to do it as he stopped at the 2-yard line.
The ball carrier.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. picked by Kendall Fuller. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 23-yard line.
They'll try the left side. It's Gibson. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll run on first down. Gibson. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Slings this deep from McLaurin. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin. His 6th touchdown of the season. And Washington now an extra point away from tying this thing up. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. He felt the pressure coming there. That was a good job of just making something out of nothing, so to speak.
Yeah, took the hit and still made the play. You know, when we talk about runners, all right, and on running plays, runs after contact, we call that getting dirty yards, tough, gritty ones. To me, that's like the version of a dirty pass. He knows he's going to get smacked, yet still delivers the football and picks up good yardage.
Earlier this half, you were wondering how the defense was going to handle him defensively. Were they going to bottle him up at different levels, so to speak, is what you said. What have you seen so far?
Well, I think they've been absolutely terrific because it feels like on every play, if we were watching this in the film room, when he clicked off the film or stopped it, you would see 11 shirts of that same color right there in the frame trying to tackle it. That's what you're looking for.
Loss of a yard brings up 4th down.
Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down.
Seattle.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Now they'll look to Haskins to throw it. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. picked by Kendall Fuller. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
On first down, it's Gibson, and he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
4 receivers now in the formation, 3 to the left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 7. Now Wilson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Ran a perfect defense in this situation. Would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. To throw is Wilson. He'll get this one complete to Davis. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. On first down, Wilson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And Washington has taken the lead. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the 1st quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the 2nd. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Final play of the half. It's Haskins. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
For Seattle.
So Washington in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. Taken about 7 yards deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
At their 48-yard line.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he stopped immediately there. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
No gain on the play. Makes it 3rd and 2.
It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down. From the gun, Wilson looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Jordan Brooks with it. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this 3rd quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Taken down by Reuben.
And it's Reuben Foster in on the tackle.
Gain on the play. 2nd and 10. At the 45-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, Haskins. That's going to be caught by Richardson. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30.
Richardson.
Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
First down, Seahawks.
Now a carry for Jacobs. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28.
Jacobs, the ball carrier.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
2nd and 7.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. From the gun, it's Haskins. This will be caught inside the 10. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. The Seahawks moving pretty well through the air. Another first down. They run it with Jacobs. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that'll bring up a 2nd and goal.
At the 13-yard line.
Here's Haskins to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. Able to get 9 out of that pitch and catch, but now 3rd and goal.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
On 3rd and goal, Haskins. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Dwayne Haskins, his first touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. They were looking to pass the ball there, but they forgot to account for the man with the football.
Yeah, I can hear people right now saying, well, why don't you have a spy in your defense, someone who will dance with him and go where he goes? Well, oftentimes if you utilize a spy, you've taken away someone in coverage as well. And oftentimes, the spy, not as athletic as the guy he's trying to keep up with, so he gets defeated anyway.
And he turns 3rd and goal into a touchdown. Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
A 3rd quarter now, to 1-point game as they line up 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, Wilson. Flush to his right. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Now a pass dumped off to his running back. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
At the 29-yard line.
That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. Now it's Haskins. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. From the gun, Haskins. Yet again, Haskins is intercepted. 3rd time. Picked up by Fabian Moreau. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line.
Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
After the interception, here's Wilson. And he'll complete this to Gibson. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line.
That catch good for only a couple.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
13.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Wilson. And this is incomplete. Antonio Gibson, the intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Ball on the 30 as they come up, 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Wilson. And quick throw here, that's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They'll run on 1st down. Gibson. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line.
Jones.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson slings, and this is caught inside the 5. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Throwing is Wilson. Steps away to his left. Marlon Mack there to make the grab.
And Washington going to add on to their lead.
Washington.
The touchdown all set up by the big play 1 snap before, but they finish it off here with a shorter completion, this time for the score.
I like how they stuck with what got them there, right? The big pass play, got the momentum going, right? You create it with a play like that, and you come right back with another pass play to finalize things off.
And this carries into the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
There's still plenty of time here in the 4th quarter. Just a 1-possession game, down 8. They'll be looking for the touchdown and 2-point conversion. A field goal here on this drive does very little at this stage.
This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. First play of the drive in their hip pocket. Of course, the focus here has to be the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. Field goals aren't going to help you.
Yeah, but how about that first play of the drive? Just to get them started. Nice gain, got some positive momentum going. They're on their way, and they don't have to rush.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. To throw again. Haskins. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, You can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on third down.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Gibson. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. The objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
57, Mike,
On third down, Wilson dancing to his left. They will find Davis. That's complete. 20, 10, touchdown, Washington. Russell Wilson now with 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon. And Washington able to stretch that lead out even further. All the talk when Russell Wilson came into the league about his height, you know, those big defensive linemen, can he get the ball over? But you get him outside the pocket like that, doesn't really matter.
No, it really doesn't, and you're exactly right. Many people dinged him for that and said, how's he going to see over NFL linemen? He never did, right? At whatever level, he saw through them and found pockets and windows to throw the football. But as you noted, when he's outside the pocket and his vision is totally clear, oh, look out, because he's going to find someone downfield, as we just saw there.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. David Moore, the intended target, and it's third down.
Third down. And 6 yards to go.
Out of the shotgun, Haskins. And that's knocked away and incomplete. The coverage good that time by Kendall Fuller.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. They'll try and throw for it with Haskins. And this is caught. He hits Moore. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now Haskins on first down. He's going to let it fly.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Troy Apke. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And a few kneel downs should come very close to finishing this one off, depending on whether or not we see any defensive timeouts. They still have 2, but using them would just be prolonging what's really already been decided. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up second.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Gibson. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain that time, and it leaves them with 3rd and 11 coming up. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. From the shotgun, Wilson. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. It's Quentin Dunbar with a pick. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it.
And the Washington pressure gets to him, and he will go down.
And normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta. And this will be caught at the 30. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting, but I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. And it's good, so that will get them back within 1 score.
28, Seahawks 20.
25 seconds to go. They must recover if they're going to have any chance. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Push him back. Push him back.
So it's Washington getting the victory here. And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
No, without question. When you force 4 turnovers, you get to enjoy the spoils of victory, don't you? It's rare that you force 4 turnovers and lose a ball game. That's almost unheard of. They carried this one home. You talk about celebrating with each other and being in a position where going forward, all you think about is, let's get 5 next time. They're going to be on the hunt.
So for Washington, they remain one of the hottest teams out there as the win moves them to 6-1. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Dallas Cowboys. Meanwhile, for the Seahawks, things are kind of getting ugly as they drop to 1-7 now on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.